Hi, it's Mrs. DePina, and welcome to your first Humanities lesson. Now, Humanities is a time when we study books, and books are important because they can tell us wonderful stories and they can also teach us lots of new things. All books have parts. So, all books have a title, which is the name of the book, a front cover, and a back cover. Okay? Now, when good readers pick up a book and they're getting ready to read, they use the title and the illustration to help them figure out what the book might be about. Do you want to try with this book that I'm getting ready to read? Let's see how you do. Okay. So the title of the book is The Night Before Kindergarten. And here's the illustration. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to look at that. And then you're going to use the title, The Night Before Kindergarten, and the illustration to see if you can figure out what this book might be about. You're going to put that thought in your head, and at the end, we're going to see if you were correct. Okay, so let's get ready to read this book. The Night Before Kindergarten. 'Twas the night before kindergarten, and as they prepared, kids were excited and a little bit scared. So I wonder why they would be a little bit scared. Let's read to find out. They tossed and they turned about in their beds while visions of school supplies danced in their heads. Well, I don't think we have figured that out just yet, why they would be a little bit scared. Let's keep reading. Erasers and crayons and pencils galore were stuffed in their backpacks and set by the door. Outfits were hung in the closets with care, knowing that kindergarten soon would be there. In the morning it came. School starts today. Would the teacher be nice? Would they still get to play? Ooh, so I wonder if this is why they'd be a little bit scared. Maybe they're scared that their teacher won't be nice or that they won't have time to play. Let's keep reading. Faces were washed and teeth were brushed white. Kids posed for pictures and with eyes sparkling bright. Parents packed snacks and kids hopped in cars as if they were boarding a spaceship to Mars. Some kids brought blankets or their favorite stuffed bear in hopes that they could nap like they did in daycare. Their parents exclaimed, "You're big kids, wow. Let us hold your bears and blankies for now." The parents were worried their children would cry if they left them at the school with just a goodbye. So they told their darlings, "If you want, we can stay and make sure that everything will be A-OK." The teacher then greeted each one with a smile and invited the students to stay for a while. The room was filled with toys, books, and maps, but where were the beds for mid-morning naps? They colored and painted and played Simon Says, then tumbled and skipped and stood on their heads. It sounds like they're having a lot of fun in kindergarten. They sang silly songs from beginning to end. Within just a minute, each kid had a friend. The children were happy. They loved Miss Sunrise. It was she who was in for a giant surprise. Ooh, I wonder what Miss Sunrise's surprise is. Let's see. When what to her wondering eyes should appear but sad moms and dads who were holding back tears. Their noses so sniffly, their eyes red and wet. This was the saddest goodbye Miss Sunrise had seen yet. She gathered the grown-ups on the magical rug, then sent them away after one final hug. So why do you think Miss Sunrise would give the grown-ups a hug? Yeah, maybe to help make them feel better. Always feel better when you get a nice hug. The children all waved from the door of the school. Don't cry, Mom and Dad. Kindergarten is cool. Okay, so let's go back to that prediction that you made. So if you said that this book is about getting ready for kindergarten or going to kindergarten, then you are correct. Your prediction was correct, okay? Now, speaking of getting ready for kindergarten, today is your first day of kindergarten. That means yesterday, last night, you were getting ready for kindergarten. So how did you feel when you were getting ready for kindergarten? Were you worried? Were you happy? Were you scared? Okay, so you're going to keep that thought in your head, and tomorrow during crew, you're going to talk about it with your teacher and your friends, okay? So it was really nice reading this book to you today. Cannot wait to read you another book tomorrow. And after this, you have lunch. Now make sure that you go back on Seesaw for your co-currics at 12 o'clock. Okay, so after you're done with your lunch, make sure that you tell whoever's in charge of you that you need to go back on Seesaw so then you can get ready for either PE, music, or art. Okay, depends on which crew you're in. Okay, have a great rest of your day. I cannot wait to read to you tomorrow. Bye.